The people of Motion had just returned from their wandering activities. They relaxed in their respective homes, then enjoyed their catch while sailing. Moana immediately went to the edge of the sea to greet her friend, the ocean. She talked about many things, but the ocean didn't want to respond to Moana, and instead doused her with water and then kept quiet. Moana was confused by that, but she tried to think positively and returned to her house to feed Pua and Hei. Pua looks like he's enjoying his meal, but Hei looks strange by eating the stone next to him. Hei, Moana and her parents laughed at his behavior. After that, Moana went around the village to see the situation. She walked around while greeting everyone who looked happy. After they returned to sailing, the residents seems more and more pleased with what they did and got. Everyone is happy with what happened. At night, Moana fell asleep in her room. She fell asleep so soundly until she didn't realize that someone had entered her room and taken her away. While on the way, she felt cold and woke up. How surprised she was to see that she was on the top of an eagle that felt familiar to her. She realized that the eagle was Maui, who turned into an eagle. Moana asked Maui why he was taking her flying and where they were going, but Maui didn't answer at all. Maui continues to fly until he reached Taviti Island. The confused Moana can only be silent and cling to Maui's feathers when it's about to land. Moana climbs down. She looks around and felt so familiar with this island. Moana missed Taviti Island. Everything has not changed at all. Maui changed form into a mighty human being again. He walked while pulling Moana's hand into the forest, where Taviti was lying before her. Moana was surprised. She saw that Taviti was not where she should be. Moana asked Maui, but Maui can only point his hand behind Moana. What Moana saw afterward made her really surprised. The garbage pile is right next to Taviti Island. A foul smell wafted from there, making anyone reluctant to smell it. Moana asked Maui again about who dared to pollute the very sacred island, Taviti Island, but suddenly Taviti appeared behind Moana while answering that it was the islanders who had done all this. They dumped garbage into the ocean without Moana's knowing while sailing, and caused the garbage to be carried away until it reached this island. Moana was shocked again. She feels sad and angry about what her inhabitants are doing to the ocean. No wonder the ocean exchanged to her this afternoon. She regretted not knowing what the inhabitants of her island had done and determined that in the day she would warn her people. After apologizing to Taviti, Moana went to the island of Maui with Maui. Previously, Moana had promised to return to clean up all the mess that had happened to Taviti Island. The sun was already rising at that time. The residents have started to carry out their activities as usual. Moana, who had just arrived, rushed into the meeting room and sounded a trumpet from the shields as a warning to gather. Everyone hurried off to one place. They began to wonder what had happened until the warning was sounded. Moana's parents approached Moana and asked what had happened, but Moana was silent while waiting for all of her people to gather. After all people had gathered, Moana started talking to them. "Is it true that you guys have dumped West into the sea?" Moana asked the residents. They all fell silent in shock. How could Moana know all that? With full of doubt, one of the residents answered fearfully. "That's right, Moana. Please forgive all of us for what we did. Do you know what you have done? You guys are polluting the ocean, the place where you spend your time and where you get everything, and also the kindness. Is this what you are doing to repay everything against the oceans? For all that she has bestowed upon us?" said Moana with a big disappointment. "Moana, we're sorry. We realized that it was wrong. We promise not to repeat the same thing. The sea is a gift from God. We are guilty of repaying all the goodness of the ocean with this. Reply one of the residents full of regret. All residents feel sorry for what they did. Moana smiled with relief because she had succeeded in awakening her people for what they were doing. Moana also felt proud that her people had been honest to admit their mistakes. Everyone apologized to the ocean and promised not to make the same mistake for the second time. They also worked hand in hand to clean up the existing mess, including the one on Taviti Island. The end.